Wow, the verdict is in. Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome back to AI Alchemy. Now, if you're catching this on replay, let me know with a quick wave in the comments because I am realizing that whilst there are a fair few of you that do actually watch this live, a lot of people are catching up later, or of course, some of you could be rewatching back again for some of the snippets that I share. Now, most of you, I think, probably know by now, I am Rachel. I am the owner and founder of AI Alchemy. And my main aim through these lives is to keep you up to date with all of the big movers and shakers in the world of AI and automation. But I take away all of the jargon, cut the fluff, and hopefully try and simplify it so that you can make an informed decision on what tools are going to be most beneficial to you in your business. Now, all week I have been talking about two major AI developments that are really getting a lot of attention right now. These really are sort of A-list celebrities in the glossy magazines of AI automation right now. On Wednesday, I was here and I shared which of the two tools I had chosen to road test, why I had chosen to road test it, and I talked about my 5-part criteria that keeps everything aligned inside my strict 10-hour working week. And today is verdict day. This is one of my favorite parts of the week when I come back and tell you how I've got on. So, the tool I tested this week, or more honestly, over the last sort of 36 hours, was Deep Research. It's one of the new advanced AI capabilities designed to take on the thinking part of your workload, not just the writing. And this is something that we're starting to see more of. Um, you know, AI started as quite a robotic, it was brilliant right from the start, but it was quite robotic and quite easy to spot and had an awful lot of limitations. But a lot of those rough edges are starting to be polished off now, and we're starting to get tools that are far more capable of actually becoming work colleagues rather than tools that get you from A to B. And that's where I think Deep Research is targeting. It's marketed as an AI that behaves more like a proper researcher, someone who literally goes away, gathers information, compares your options, and comes back with something structured and actually useful. That is what the creators are hoping you're going to find with this tool. So I wanted to know, is this hype? Or is this something that could genuinely save all of us business owners hours, wherever you are on your business journey? Now, just as a refresher, to keep it fair and realistic, I ran it through tasks that most of us, or that I assume most of us do every week. So I looked at 5 points: writing a structured blog outline, comparing 2 content strategies, creating a five-step framework for a hypothetical coaching client, mapping out a new offer from scratch, and giving me a clear plan on a topic that would usually take me hours of thought. Okay. These are the things that I think are guilty of stealing most of our time. And these are also things that I thought Deep Research could, on paper, be a good tool to offer you some assistance with. So, what it did well, and surprisingly well, I have to say. It reduced thinking time hugely. I asked for a detailed comparison between 2 content approaches, and it gave me a structured, clear decision already mapped out and outlined for me. There was no fluff, no circling the houses, just a clean comparison that I could look at and say, that's the way I want to go, or, you know, it made my decision-making process really, really straightforward. It gave genuinely usable responses and structures. Blogs, frameworks, modules. It organized everything in a way that actually made sense to me and to my very real business. It handled complexities far better than most normal AI chat tools that I am familiar with. This wasn't guesswork. This was, here are the options, here's the logic, here's what I recommend, and here's why. It literally felt like I'd got a partner in my business that was sat across the other side of the office from me, and we were batting forwards and backwards between us to get the goals that we wanted. It was consistent. It didn't give me one brilliant response and then a catalogue of 3 other disasters. It held its integrity and its quality throughout everything that I asked it to do. But with the pros, we also have the cons. What it didn't do particularly well, for me anyway, is it's not voice driven. You still need to adjust the tone if you want it to sound like you. Okay, so it's not going to write in native Rachel, but with T and chaos energy, unless you tell it to. Okay, maybe not many tools could write native Rachel, but you know, we've got to give it a try, haven't we? Like lots of AI tools, it can give you too much information. It can sort of overload and be overgiving. Sometimes you ask for 5 bullet points and it gave me 5 chapters. Refraining the output is necessary. There's brilliant content in there, but I did need to work through it a little bit and tell it, go back and condense it, go back and condense it. And we got there eventually. And with all of these tools, and I say to you consistently, I'm testing them for 36 hours. So these tools aren't having much time to learn what I want from it. And as we know, lots of tools, AI tools, learn over a period of time. And the more repetitive we are with the things we ask it to do, the better it becomes at delivering what we ask for. This could be the same here too. It certainly requires clarity. So I say this always, but if your prompt is vague, your answer will be vague. It's the whole thing, isn't it? Shit in, shit out. You know, no surprise there. You still need to guide it. Not massively, but enough to keep it focused. Now, the real question, the burning question, will I be using this inside my 10-hour working week toolbox? And my honest response to that is yes, I will, with boundaries. Okay. So where I think it actually helps me, it's great for planning blogs. It's great for drafting live scripts, comparing strategies, writing the skeleton or the bones of framework for something that I might be mapping out. Doing initial offer mapping is something that I think it's going to be very, very useful for. And any task that usually takes around, I'm going to say 30 to 90 minutes of thinking time, I will use it for those things. Where it won't replace some of the existing tools that I work with is creative copy. It's not there for me yet. Brand voice heavy content, if I'm looking for that, if I want something to really, really replicate me, this isn't a tool I will go to. I won't be using it for visual first content. And I won't be using it for spontaneous storytelling. For me, it doesn't hit the mark in those areas. It's not a creativity tool. It's great for clarity. And I think, you know, there's 2 different parts of business. If you're looking for focus and clarity and comparisons, this is great. If you want a more creative angle, I would say right now, it's not where you need it to be. But for clarity, I think this tool has got the potential to save you hours in your working week. If you are someone who thinks a lot, researches a lot, overthinks before you start, I know that probably is me. If you write frameworks, structures, plans, build strategies for clients, create content for multiple platforms, or support business owners behind the scenes, this tool could well be a game changer for you. I genuinely mean that. It truly removes mental load, not just time spent being a keyboard warrior. So my final verdict after my 36 hours of playing with this tool is that deep research is officially joining my AI alchemy toolbox. Not as a replacement for creativity, absolutely not, but as a tool that takes the heavy thinking out of my week so I can spend my energy showing up where I actually want to be spending my time. If you're building a business with limited time, with kids, life, horses, chaos, anything that shortens the thinking phase, in my opinion, is worth its weight in gold. So let me know in the comments if you want me to test something specific next week. But if not, Monday's live, I will be back anyway, bringing you 2 new trending tools. Don't know what they'll be yet. We'll find out what's hot off the press. And then I will pop back up on Wednesday when I'm going to pick one of those 2 tools to road test using my pretty much standard criteria now. And then again, as I have done today, I will be back on Friday to give you my verdict on the system I've been testing. As always, thank you for being here. Have a brilliant weekend, and I will see you at 1 o'clock on Monday. Bye-bye.